We're here at CyberTalks with Garrett Lee, Director of Federal Security for VMware. Garrett, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wyatt. Appreciate it.
I'd like to start by asking, where has VMware made perhaps the greatest progress over the past year in addressing cybersecurity in the federal government space?
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Wyatt. And good question. This is an area that obviously, as VMware acquired Carbon Black, and we've got a variety of other capabilities across network and container and cloud, where that security context really has been brought to the fore. We've helped a lot of customers. Of course, our federal government customers are very important customers for us. We've helped a lot of them build a foundation for zero trust, which really has to start with self-awareness. Now, that may be mapping the asset layer, like what we've done for organizations and agencies within the CDM program umbrella for software asset management, the ability to apply governance to help not only understand the software footprint, but understand down to the file level, how would you take that information and build out a governance plan that really limits usability of software to those who should use it. I mean, this is really a definition of zero trust at that level, is you have to have the foundations of self-awareness or understanding. Visibility is the other aspect, the activity, and the way activities play out from an attack perspective doesn't just happen on the endpoint, doesn't just happen on the network, doesn't just happen in containers or cloud. It's the context that comes through all of those vectors that helps really an operator stitch together, or an analyst stitch together a view of what's really happening and where is it a threat versus normal. So it's that differentiation. Understanding the activity, it's a baseline for normal, and then building policy to limit an attack surface and shrink a dwell time.
And then next, where has VMware made probably the greatest progress, do you believe, using technology to improve the citizen services aspect of federal government or employee productivity?
Yeah, I'll give you a specific example on employee productivity, and it's an important employee for the federal government is a very scarce resource in a SOC analyst. So the day in the life of a SOC analyst, it can be fairly frustrating because they're not typically well equipped. And often they're spending a lot of their time on low-level alerts, may do 10 incident investigations per day. Many of them are false positives. End of the day, it can be fairly frustrating. So what we focus a lot on is providing meaningful analytics and the ability for a threat analyst not to hunt the same threat twice, but to have layers of automation on their side, the ability to hunt in context along the MITRE attack framework, for example, and the ability to hunt that data in ways that mean it's not a repetitive job. Because what we see is those positions can, if you look at a hunt organization, 50% of their seats may be empty at any given time. Scarce resource, making their lives better, improve their productivity, speeds the hunt. So now we see detections from security findings now taking less than 6 seconds for us. And we've got the benefit of 500 billion events per day, and it's helped us stop over 1 million ransomware attacks in the last 90 days. So it's exciting to help the analyst, because this is a critical role for the federal government.
It's a great example and a great place to focus as well. So, well, Garrett Lee, thank you so much for joining us here at CyberTalks and talking about some of the ways VMware is helping the federal government improve cybersecurity.
It's been a pleasure, Wyatt. Thank you.